Okay, so here we are on a chilly late November day in Helen Gunderson's kitchen, and we're going to make some warm comfort food of polenta from Earl Hafner and Jeff Hafner's Early Morning Harvest Iowa organic corn, and some naturally smoked northern Missouri cheddar cheese. So you start by, it's 2 parts water to 1 quart corn. So here is 4 cups of water, and then here are the polenta grips. So we need 2 cups of this. Here's 1. Now this is a nice, good sized grip that Earl has been making with his corn cutter. Get a full cup out of this bag here. Okay, well, not quite enough. There we go. But look at the grit. Nice size. Could be even bigger, but this is I like a good texture in my grits. No, it's not grits. It's corn polenta. Grits are a completely different thing. I mix the grits, the corn grits or corn meal in the cold water. Some people like to heat the water and then put it in, but if you put it in cold, you don't get any lumps. It's foolproof. So then you can, of course, season it any way you want. For this time, we're going to use a little salt, a little pepper. How do we get this? Oh, it's open. Here we go. Like this. And I'm going to put dried marjoram, not margarine, marjoram. Just kind of crush it between your fingers. This is sweet marjoram. It's an herb, kind of between basil and oregano in its savoriness. Then we need some butter, so let's put it to the pan. This is Organic Valley butter. Doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted. Now I'm not going to put a lot in because we're going to put cheese, which will put a lot of fat in it later. But you need some fat during the cooking so that it doesn't stick to the pan. A couple garlic cloves, smushed so that they kind of blend into the texture of the polenta. Get the garlic paper off of them. Now, this is one of my little favorite tools. I'll show you how you put it on it, and you could fine chop it too, but this is sort of a fun little tool. It just makes it small like that into the pan. And then this will cook, probably, you don't want to go too high, maybe medium, while the water is absorbed into the corn and it softens and the butter melts and all the flavors begin to blend together. You just have to stir it occasionally. Best if you have a pot that's kind of thick bottom. Butter floating around and the marjoram on the top, and there's the cornmeal. This will have to cook about a half an hour to 40 minutes, maybe just a half an hour, until it's kind of soft and mushy. And then you'll taste it for salt and see if it needs more. And meanwhile, we're going to grate the cheese to go into it. This is the Flory Smokehouse Cheddar. It's a wonderful raw Jersey cheese from northern Missouri that's been aged and housed and distributed by Milton Creamery in Iowa. And oh God, it smells so good. It's a natural smoke, no artificial anything. So we're just going to grate this. Now, you don't put it in until the stuff is actually quite cooked. It just goes at the end and kind of melts into it. But this just makes it heavenly. Now, traditionally, polenta is often prepared with Parmesan, but this being Iowa, we're going to have a smoked cheese. So we'll just make a little pile here. Dum-da-dum. So the butter's melted. It's starting to stiffen a little bit. I turned the heat down because it was just sticking a tad on the bottom, which is what you don't want. And then we'll just let it go longer and longer. Okay, we are at about 17 minutes. It's looking pretty good. It's softening nicely. We did add 1 more cup of water because I wanted it to be kind of floppy like this rather than a little bit harder. I do like it soft. Okay, we're about 25 minutes in. Have a little taste, see if it's done enough. It's got enough salt. We're very close. Salt is good. I think we'll take it to about 25 minutes so we get a really nice, soft, cooked corn texture. And then we're going to just dump the cheese in and we are ready to eat. Okay, it's right at 25 minutes. Let's see if it's soft enough. We're ready for the cheese. Okay, so let's get all those little goodies into the pan. Good, good, good. Now remember, if you don't have this fabulous smoked cheese, you can use Parmesan or some other kinds of cheeses. This is a cheddar. See how it just goes right in? And you turn the heat off. Now, you can eat it immediately, or if you're having like a dinner party later, I would stop before I add the cheese and just take it off the heat and let it sit. And if it's seriously later, you could put it in the refrigerator, add some water and reheat it the next day or whatever the right time is. But I would add the cheese just before I serve it when it's warm. But here it is. Who's going to give it a try? Okay. Nothing to it.